I just want to see what that sounds like on the stream. Alright, there we go. Okay, hello everybody. Today we are once again playing this thing. Yeah, so here's what I did. Last stream, I got 56 to 100. It took like 45 minutes. And then, off stream, I got 41 to 76, but I wasn't recording, so you're just gonna, the source is literally just trust me, bro. I know this doesn't prove anything, but I do have the death tracker right here. It's mega fluke, as you can clearly tell. Today, my goal will just be to get from 0 to, like, past the spider duel, and then from that point to 41, so I'll have the level in 4 runs, which normally that would be like really bad, like really bad on pretty much anything, but you know, considering how hard Plasma Pulse Finale is, I will absolutely take 4 runs after day 2, or stream 2, I guess. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just play the duel and until I feel like I'm ready to go from 18%, because that's where my start position is. And I actually learned this quite well since last stream, so it actually feels pretty simple now. Don't get me wrong, it's still kind of stupid, but it's not that bad. It's actually quite fun when you're like consistent with it. The problem is it just takes a while to get to that point. Yeah, I do have 2 stories, in fact. So I'll tell one while I'm going for 18 to 41, and then the other sometime near the end of the stream. But I don't know. On one hand, I want to stream for a while today, but on the other hand, I'm very tired. So I don't know what that'll look like, but I wanted to stream today, so I'm streaming today. Bottom line. Yeah, I don't know why, but I had like this problem where once I die again, I'll show you. Like, hey Sidetrick, what's up? Yeah, I had this problem where no matter what I did, I don't know if it's like if it's a bug with the cube, like a complete bug, or if it hit the blue gravity pad. But for some reason, the cube would just like shoot down, like no matter what I did, and it took me a very long time to get consistent with it. I'm sure if you look in the last week's stream, you can probably find something. I'm gonna do this a few more times and then go from 18 and try to get 18 to 41. And then I will be a few clicks away from having Plasma Pulse Finale in 4 runs. Yeah, if I don't want to count it if I could do it from this, but I might have to. Yeah, sorry I haven't streamed much in the past week. Like, let me try to break it down. So yesterday, eyes hurt. Sunday, more or less the same, plus shoulder really hurt. Saturday was a recital, my last one of the year, and prom. And then, what was Friday? I don't even remember. Whatever it was, I was not having a good time. Oh yeah, I was just in a bit of a mental funk on Friday. So yeah, that's why I haven't streamed any since the first stream of this, but I'm back now, and yeah, I think I'm ready to go from 18. And this part is quite satisfying and really quite fun, but it's just this specific timing. I know I made it look easy, but it's actually quite difficult to be consistent with, and I think it's just the part because whatever. Ah. Heads, shoulders, knees, toes, and my smooth little brain is here. Hey, Dadadol, how you doing? Yeah, I'm surprised at how few attempts I have. Like, I think I counted it before the stream, and I think I'm literally, like, just over 4,000. Which is surprising, because I remember by the time I got it down to 4 runs with Sunset Sandstorm, I was at like 6,000, like 7,500-ish, and then Black Blizzard was, I don't even remember, I want to say 12,000. So that's also, but I haven't played this level nearly as much as either of those two, like when I was not good at the game, so that might be why. Alright, sick. Where everyone at? This is the right party, right? Yep. And I just did 18 to 44 on Plasma Pulse Finale. Let's go. So let me edit my runs document. I know I still have to transfer all my documents from my school Google account to the other place, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. So there we go. I can just completely delete one of the runs, and now I have it down to 5 runs. So let me pull this up. Window capture 2. Runs document. Where is it? Here it is. So yeah, here's what the document looks like thus far. And as you can see, yeah, it's quite something. I'll put in the Cubot Rope Duel is a reference. I'll put that reference in when I'm editing, because I'm gonna do something a little bit different for the Plasma Pulse Finale videos. Alright, there we go. That is going away. And yeah, there we go. So I guess I'm gonna be moving on to the beginning now, and hopefully getting 18 to 44. Since last I've been on, I made good progress on the solar path. I think that's a jump from a... Yeah, I've heard of that level. It's, from what I can remember, it's like quite a... Like, it's somewhat easy for a first extreme, but it's not easy to do as your... No, it's somewhat easy for an extreme, but it's not easy to do it as your first extreme. There we go, that's what I wanted to say. Seriously, I thought I would be rid of accidentally jumping over the pad at the beginning, but clearly I am not. Yeah, I don't know if you were here last time, but when I was playing from zero, I just kept jumping over the pad at the beginning, and it was very annoying. And I just could not get it through my head that that's not what I do. Hey, Justice Snake, what's up? Yeah, by the way, where have you been? I know Alex asked this last time, but like you've just not been on the face of the earth for quite a while. What happened? What? What? Nice. Stupid death, but I do not care. Just busy IRL. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, what do I do now? That's everything I wanted to do today, done in 10 minutes. I guess I just keep going, but first of all, let me update the runs document again. Total runs. I get to completely delete this. There we go, 29%. GD kind of got boring. I guess I can understand that, yeah. Yeah, I still don't know what my best run from here is. So what do I do now? It's like, I think I can do this. I should probably, turn this off again. Yep, there we go. I think I should probably just, I don't know. I guess I could just get some consistency with 41 to 100, because this is like one of the less consistent parts of the level, and it's quite annoying, honestly. Like, this is the biggest example of a part that got mega butchered by 2.2. Might just be bad at the wave, but for the love of God, I cannot complete the Crystal Caverns wave part consistently in the cellar path. I've never actually, I know what the cellar path is, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I've ever seen a video of it, so. That'll be, I'll check it out after the stream, because that actually sounds kind of cool. Yeah, see what I mean about this part being inconsistent? Oops. That part isn't inconsistent, I just did the wrong thing. Oops. So yeah, while I'm doing this, I'm going to tell the first story of the stream, in fact. So, Saturday was part of the reason I cited for, not streaming on Saturday was because I had the senior prom that day, and I know this may surprise you, but I actually went with someone. I know, it's just it's a moment in history right there, definitely. But yeah, I went with one of my theater friends. Actually, I've actually mentioned them before. I mentioned them in the Stalemate Redux video where I was talking about how I learned firsthand what momentum was. But yeah, I wasn't sure what to expect going into it, just because I had never. Okay, I did go to junior prom. I did go to the junior prom, but that was, first of all, a lot different of a venue than the senior prom. Like the junior prom was held in the high school cafeteria. This was held at like an actual country club. And second, the what am I thinking? The circumstances are a little bit different because, you know, instead of fumbling for girls because I didn't know who that they were going with someone else, I only fumbled 2. So, you know, improvement. But no, it was actually really fun. The food was, I didn't eat it because it's still in essence school food. The dancing was actually quite fun, and I don't usually prefer dancing, but it was actually quite fun even when I was basically forced into the giant dance circle. And I actually saw someone crowd surf, and they were successful for about 5 seconds, and then the DJ got on the microphone and yelled, "Hey, cut that out!" And to my shock, because, you know, high schoolers don't listen to directions well, but to my shock, they actually, like, genuinely obliged and did not crowd surf after that, at least I think. So yeah, we left a little bit early because both of us were tired and quite overstimulated, but yeah, it went about as well as I really could have asked for, you know, considering everything. And I also, hey, Editing Doge, I know you have a picture of me with my friend that I took to the prom in our suits, so put that on screen right now, or I don't know, just do it. Hey God, what's up? Only things I've left to do in GD are complete all the paths, reach 10,000 stars, and be Bloodbath. Okay, I like the path. I like the past one, and I like the stars one. Why would you... What, Bloodbath? Really? Like, I'm sorry, I know Bloodbath is Bloodbath, but, like, it's so bad. I will forever be a until the end of time, I will be a Bloodbath hater. I'm sorry, but it is bad. Kind of crazy that you're graduating in a few weeks. More like a few days, dude. Like, today's June 3rd. My graduation's June 7th. Although it's probably going to be June 8th because it looks like it's going to rain and ruin this activity, most like it's done for a lot of the senior activities so far. Ugh. Yeah, what I didn't mention was that the Grand March got canceled because of the rain. So yeah, the weather has not been on our side the last week or so. Yeah, I'll check out the whatever it is, the cellar path. Oh, that level. Okay, never mind. I have heard of that level. I just didn't remember. Yeah, I'm not remembering many things today. My brain is not working too well, so probably should not be streaming. But meh. What just happened? Bro, I finished sophomore year like 4 weeks ago. Yeah, I don't understand. Why can't... Well, wait. So if you finished sophomore year 4 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago was like the beginning of May. How early did your school start, dude? Like, I know Missouri schools are, like, probably different from New Hampshire schools, but Jesus Christ. Bloodbath isn't really a good level as an extreme. Yeah, I can agree with that. Like, as a top one, I can't deny the impact that Bloodbath has had on the game and with the top one scene at large. So, like, I can respect it for that, but as a level, it sucks. Dang it. It's more like May 18th, probably not like 4 weeks. Yeah, but like, when did your school start? I am so frustrated that I get like no playtime now. Yeah, that tends to happen, but it's gonna be summer soon for you, right? Right? So you'll probably be able to play quite a lot then. Yeah, I'm also gonna make an effort to actually stream this level over the summer, which might be a little bit difficult because, you know, college stuff, and I'm planning on getting my driver's license over the summer. August 16th of last year. Okay, that's not nearly as bad as as what I had in my head. I thought it would be like August 7th or something. Oh yeah, you started your the day I beat maybe possibly thing. I know that much. And apparently said he would beat Cataclysm on that day, and he's still not beaten it. Because I don't know, man. Like, I'm sorry, I hate to keep making fun of the guy, but if he doesn't want me to make fun of him for not beating Cataclysm, then maybe he should like actually beat Cataclysm. Like, that's an idea. Well, yes, but no. Then literally the moment I starts July. Oh yeah, I forgot. The beginning of your summer is much busier than pretty much all of mine. My bad. But who knows? That might actually be a good thing, because I know a lot of people say that like they take a break from a level for a few weeks and then they come back and they're way better at it after they come back by not having played it for a while. And I think Dupe would fall into the... Oh, hi KrmaL100, what's up? I bet I could beat Cataclysm in like a few days. The other two levels of After Catamath. Cataclysm is like the best in the trilogy all around. Aftermath is easily the best when it comes to gameplay. Like if you look through all of my extreme completions, I think Aftermath is ranked either second or third for gameplay, and I say that because Dordur and Endless Stream are tied at no, wait. No, it is third because Stalemate Redux. But yeah, it's like really high. I bet I could beat Cataclysm in like a few days and he still won't have it beaten. Honestly, I support that just to like give him a reason to finish it. Yeah, one of my friends tried to beat Cataclysm as his first demon. Not his first extreme demon, his first demon. I bet you can guess how that went. Thing is, though, I haven't beaten an extreme since early January. Oh yeah, no, wait. No, I'm not, you beat Unearthed before that. I know that because part of the Exo Raw footage was, yeah. But yeah, even if you don't, as long as you've like kept up with playing the game and like making sure you're still like somewhat good at it, you could probably knock it out still knock it out in a few days. Realistically, as long as you're like good at wave and shit, you'll be fine. Because Cataclysm is basically just that. Auto-tuned farts. Okay, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen PPF gameplay until now. Well, yeah, it's interesting. It's not bad by any means, but it's also definitely not the best thing I've ever played. I'd say it's like around the like mid to high 60s in enjoyment. Well, like it's really not that bad, especially considering what era it was made in. There we go. I got I got a 41 to 76 plus where the source isn't just trust me, bro. Stupid death, but I'll take that. You know what I'm gonna do when the video comes out? I'm gonna put I'm gonna put the song that goes like doo 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 doo. I'm gonna put that over the clip of me just slipping off of the of the jump pad. Yeah. Stupid death, but awesome run. Like, I will absolutely take that as a run. 41 to 84, I think. Yep, 84. You should pronounce PPF like puff. No, that's not happening. Safe to say that PPF is nothing like the original in the quadrilogy. There we go. I can speak English very, very well. I know that's a shock, but yeah. Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned, in all honesty, though, because, like, here's the thing. I know for a fact that this is still, like, without question, in just a completely different echelon of difficulty than anything else I've ever attempted. But I'm getting so many good runs. Like, I'm getting 41 to 76, 41 to 84, 56 to 100, 29. And yeah, I am worried that will lead to a bit of what's called fluker's remorse later on. For now, I'm chilling, though. Next, I can actually, not only can I'm going to change the title, so not only am I going to update the title with 41 to 76, but I'm going to burp. No, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to manage videos, I think. Before I graduate high school, meet up with a few of the young men. But that would be fun. I don't know if that'll happen, like realistically be able to happen. So yeah, I'm going to put that in the title. 29%, 56 to 100, 41 to 84. All right, now what do I do? I mean, I guess I could just go from 18 again. I am all over the place this stream. But yeah, even I could legitimately, I'm not going to, but I could end the stream right now and I'd still be satisfied with what I've done because that is some ridiculous progress. That is not. Just full disclosure, that's not. Actually, I wonder how many attempts do I have on this right now? Once I get like 18 to 41 again, I'll check. Okay. Do you play non-extreme demons aside from completing levels in Trilogy and such? Yeah, I do. I'd say I do. I play non-extremes more often than your average person that plays extremes, but I mostly play extremes. Alright, so let me get my phone actually, because there's no way I'm going to be able to do the mental math. I don't care, iOS. It did happen. I wanted me TC and apparently. Yeah. So Fortune 51 plus. Hold on. What? I've been playing artificial. I played artificial ascent to warm up. Finbacky. Yeah, I played artificial ascent to warm up, so that's why that's there. Plus 26, 24. Yeah. And then. Plasma pulse finale plus 379. So that is so close to a perfect 4444. Why do I have so many on this? Plus 61 plus 273. So currently 4788. So that's a lot. That's a lot of attempts, but considering the progress I have, it's not that bad. Anyway, let me get back to the thing. What do I do now, though? I guess just keep trying to get some consistency with this, because this is extremely difficult for me still. You know what? I want to get to 41 from 12. I know that's like kind of pointless, but I still want to do it. Yeah, the spider duelist. Someone told me to submit. If you've seen the end of that video, you would know why that isn't a good idea. Did you? What happened? Did you like do? Did you say or do something offensive? Because if that's the case, then yeah, I would understand why you wouldn't want to submit that. But if not, then yeah. Honestly, wait, did you... Okay, what I need to know, did you record 47 on Duke? Because if you did, then you could probably just submit that to your school's talent show. That's probably substantially harder than 9 circles. Why am I dying? Huh? You know what, I'm just not gonna question it. That is just how this level goes, I noticed. Yo, okay. Spam the hell out of the, okay, yeah. Alright, let me see this. What am I dying to? Don't expose me for this. I am checking to see what is going on because I'm pretty sure it's a bug. It's not a bug, I'm just clicking too early. Okay. Wait, there it might be a bug. Nope, it's just a skill issue. Okay, cool. I don't know okay, what do you think is worse? Dying, finding out that something you thought was a bug is actually a skill issue, or finding out that something you thought is a skill issue is actually a bug? Yeah, seriously, what the heck is parser hack? Very funny. Okay. Yeah, I am like 90% sure that's a bug. Bruh. I literally do not understand what is going on with that. Maybe I'm... Okay, I'm just hitting it at the wrong time. Okay, that makes sense. That was just flat out a skill issue. Okay, that sucks, but that makes more sense. Because if it was all of a sudden bugged, that would have been very annoying to try to fix. Dang it, I shouldn't have clicked again. That'll be my problem, is the click pattern of the UFO. It feels like you could do so many things and all of them will work, but only slightly. Okay, there it is. There it is again. Okay, that's just a skill issue. There's nothing that can be said about that. I sent you an image, I think you'll remember. Alright, let's see. I like that image. That is a good image. Yeah, that would be in a Matt Rose video. Yeah, that's one of the hard parts of that shit, is that specific, like, transition. I'm sure it'll get consistent eventually, but for now, not so much. Okay, you know what? Sure, I'll take it. 12 to 43. You know what? Maybe the stream won't be as long as I thought it would need to be, because I'm already getting so many good runs. You know what? Just for convenience's sake, I'm going to move this to... I'm going to click that. And now I guess we're just going to play for a while until I get to the Q-Bot Robe Duel. And then, depending on what time it is, I'll call it a day. Because I was quite tired, but I still wanted to get in the stream to hopefully make some progress, and I have done that. Okay, I'm pretty sure that was just a stupid. You know, it would be funny if I beat Dupe in less time than it took me to beat Crisis Complex. How long did it take to beat Crisis Complex? Like, I know the attempt was something like 8,200, but how much time? Like, specifically... Stop. Actually, stop. You're not funny. But you know what? Sure, I got to the Q-Bot Robe Duel. I will take that. Hey, Demon Gamer, what's up? 5-month breaks. Oh, yeah, fair. Alright, cool. That is my first attempt at the Q-Bot Robe Duel, and I know that people who watch the stream right now are going to be so confused, like, why are you calling it a Q-Bot Robe Duel? But... yeah, there we go. Okay, that looks nice. Thanks, Demon Gamer. The problem is, though, like, what do I do from here? Hold on, I'll bring this up. I think those of you who know anything about memes will know exactly what I'm bringing up right here. Yeah, I'm literally just this. Oh, well. Oh yeah, I should probably update the title. There we go. 34%. So now I just go until I get another Q-Bot Robe Duel attempt, I guess. Yeah, I know this is going to be like the very beginning of a grind, so I'm just doing my best to not let myself get too ahead of myself. Do you want to know a fun fact? Sure. GG's. How was your experience, if I may ask? Stop jumping over that! Hey, GG Psych, what's up? Yeah, I'm just cracked today, apparently. GOG. RIP, yeah. Okay, but yes, I would like to know this fun fact, assuming it actually isn't offensive like you claim. Stop. Actually, just stop jumping over that, you donut. I was about to say a much worse word. What? Are you kidding me? Okay, I just got it. No. I am not. This type of barbershop too. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Dual pass. I don't know how, but I passed the Cubot robe duel. Yeah, understandable. Hey, at least you didn't get 1 Alpha Helix luck. You got 96 times 8. So at least you're not him. 40. So total Cubot robe duel attempts 3. Oh, but just like I think. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 clicks away from 3 runs. But yeah, that's really solid. Okay, as I was saying before I got distracted, I have to keep in mind that this is not the main challenge of the level. The challenge will be, first of all, like, everything from, like, 41 to 100 is a lot less consistent than 0 to 41. So I have to keep that in mind, and I also have to keep in mind that everything 56 and on, the main difficulty of that comes from nerfs. So really, even though it looks like I'm just absolutely rampaging through this, it's probably going to take me at least a few more weeks. So, yeah, but hey, I'm still making just such ridiculous progress. Like, I don't know how I'm making so much progress. Yeah, I was just hoping to get to the 20s one time today. And I've done even more than that. Stop jumping over that! I know you're probably sick of hearing me yell that, but I don't know. I don't understand why I just can't understand it. Dang. Cubot robe duel completed. Yes, indeed. Now, actually, I am going to take a little bit of a break, and because I know there's a new daily level. I think there should be anyway. Rob Top, what are we doing? Rob. Holy crap, there's been a lot of daily levels. 40%. Just 40. That is how many minutes the stream has been going on for. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna exit out of the game real quick and then log back in, and hopefully that means the new daily level will... Shut up, Steam. I don't care that it'll affect my... I just want the new daily level. Still nothing. you need to make a slightly detailed 3D model of the Kremlin in Russia for a computer science class by next week. Good luck. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say there. Just good luck. But yeah, no daily, so I guess I'm just going back to the PPF. Okay, now I'm going to... Well, first of all, let me go to 78 to 100 first. No, not 65, 78. And I'm going to try to get this and then spend the rest of the stream trying to get 41 to 100. Because somehow I have a chance of getting that. And I know it says 75, but it's rounding. Actually, I'm gonna change that right now. I don't know why these two settings always get turned off, like when I exit the game, but they do, and it's really annoying. Tonk. Yeah, thus far, okay, I'm not gonna say I don't like this level, because I really do like this level. Like, I think it's a really great representation of what top ones can be, but it's not really that close to, not even close to my favorite extreme. Alright, see you later. Yeah, it's not even close to my favorite extreme. If I had to guess, we'd probably be in like the 380s, 390s out of 500. And that's mostly because, you know, 2.2 all over this level. And made a lot of things impossible. The click I died to for 41 to 84, that wasn't a 2.2 thing, that was just me being dumb. So yeah. Yeah, I'm so dying at 89 at least like 5 times before I beat this level. Like, it's just gonna happen. And there's nothing I can really do about it. And I wasn't paying attention, and I looked at chat, and then I didn't look back in time to actually click and do what I needed to do. There we go. 78 to 100 again. Alright, now time to... What am I gonna do? I forgot. I'm gonna get... Hey, Serbia guy. That is listed in the FAQ section of the description. My hardest is currently EXO, but I'm doing this as to be my new hardest. And in fairness, it's going actually quite well, as you could probably see from the from the stream title. But yeah, I know for a fact that that's not gonna last. Especially with this, because this is, as I've said, the most inconsistent part of the level by far. Especially with, it's mostly because of the slopes. Like, slopes were just absolutely nuked by 2.2. Yeah, I expected that. You know what? Sure, 41 to 89. I do not even care. It's always fun to see like where people know other people from. Yeah, as I was thinking, before I interrupted myself with that ridiculous run, I find it interesting that the word nuke just has so many definitions when it comes to Geometry Dash. Because like the three major ones I've heard are nuke in the context of like a singular object, like just deleting it from existence. There's also the case of like nuke, like just obliterating, like going from, let's say, 30th on the list to 140th. There's nuke in that context, and there's nuke in the context of it just doesn't work at all. Which, granted, that's probably the least common of the three that I've heard, but... And actually might only be used by me, but meh. Could you check out my new layout? I don't usually do that on stream. Send the ID... Tell you what I'll do. Just send the ID of the layout, and I will, check it. Actually, You asked politely and you apologize, so I will make an exception just this once. So, just send me the ID in chat, and I will get to that. Actually, let me grab my phone back. Yeah, usually my policy for like playing levels on stream, especially if I don't recognize them, is to play them like on my phone. So that way, if there's anything that would like potentially do any damage to like me being on the platform in the first place, it doesn't. It probably won't mean anything else. It'll probably be safe. While you're doing that, I'm gonna update the title. 41 to 89. Let me see, what else do I need to... And 120... 120, 207, 664. Supernova layout. Okay. It's by Serbia Guy Real. Ooh, this might be... You know, why not? I will do this on my PC. Because I think I trust you enough to ensure that there's nothing like that. It's just a layout, so it's probably not going to be that big a deal. Okay, I'm liking this so far. Like it seems a lot like a, okay, that was a... Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this isn't too bad. Like I really like this so far. Oh god, dual ship. Okay, I overreacted. It really wasn't that bad. But yeah, usually dual ships are not fun in the slightest. Oh, okay. Oh. Glad I've been placing checkpoints the entire time. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. The base gameplay, great. The only two things I would change is... Okay, this part isn't your... The swing copter physics are really jank. That part isn't your fault, so don't worry about that. The only piece of real advice I have is just to make the fakes a little more obvious. Like, if you want to decorate this and do it in a style that, like, relies on fakes, that's completely fine. I encourage that, but keeping them in as a layout feels a little bit mean. But yeah, that's my only real criticism. I actually like this quite a lot. Good job. And now back to Plasma Pulse Finale. Actually, now back to the bathroom because I have to get water. BRB. Alright, I'm back. Just let me make sure. Yep, Thank you, Serbia guy. Yep, my microphone is working. My headphones should be working. There's no dropped frames, so that's nice. And yeah, let's continue with 41 to 100. Or trying to get it, at least. So here's what I'm thinking for streams for the rest of the week. So Wednesday, tomorrow, I don't know if it'll happen because one, I'll be even more tired than this, and two, I generally don't like streaming 2 days in a row just to give my throat a little bit of a rest in between days because of just how much talking there is. Thursday won't work at all because I'll be at Six Flags from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And Saturday is my graduation, and after that I'm going to stay with my dad and my stepfamily in Massachusetts, so I won't be at my PC then. So probably, in all honesty, Friday will probably be the best bet there is for another stream this week. My nose is running crap. What's a new vid? Okay, first of all, that was a stupid death. Second, I'm going to... I'll be right back. I have to get some tissues. Come to the conclusion I carried it first. Nah. Yeah, usually when you're saying that, it's out of ego, but you know what? Yeah, I'll give it to you. You carried the stream. Do I stream level requests? Not really. Like that's just an exception. But it's an exception I don't usually give. Be right back. Gotta get some tissues. Alright, I'm sorry you had to see that disgusting display of barbarity, but yeah. Alright, I'm not going to watch any of these on stream, but that's some pretty nice progress for your for your first progress video on Cataclysm. 39 to 100 is actually quite good, so good luck with that. Yeah, not Absent Advent. Imagine a level called Absent Aurora. Well, technically that would be... You could just call that Absent Aura, and then that would just be Sasha. Sorry, Sasha. I'm putting that in the highlights video so I know how to see it. Can you rap in Spanish? No. I cannot rap. I can't rap just in general, but especially not in Spanish. What was I feel like I was talking about something earlier. Oh yeah, absentora. Sorry, Sash. But I kind of had to do it. Top 10 words go. Wait, are you trying to get more of your messages in the video so you can say you carried the stream again? Discord server link doesn't work, at least for me. Yeah. Honestly, I'm considering just taking that out because it's I don't use my Discord server much anymore. I usually just use it for, like, basically the only thing it's really used for anymore is updating my the list of my hardest demons. So yeah, I mostly just use it to chat with people. But the tags should still work. Maybe I might have to change how that shows up. No, but I thought of a better question. Alright. I am taking better with a grain of salt because I know how your questions usually are. I'm waiting eagerly for your question. I was thinking about the question and got distracted. Oh well. Best Jeopardy category. Okay, that is a question. I like that question. Okay, I feel like there's a distinction between best and favorites. Best category for me, probably something like presidents or space or wordplay. My favorite category that consistently comes up is stupid answers because it's just funny. Ah, well. 41 to 87, not bad. Who's your favorite celebrity appearance on the show? That is a good question. I actually don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. I'll think about it after. I think if I had to give you an answer right now, on one of those, like the celebrity episodes, like primetime celebrity episodes, they had James Holzhauer do an entire category on gambling, so that was definitely a favorite of mine. Mostly for the James Holzhauer, not for the gambling. Just so we're clear, I don't gamble. Okay? Okay. What am I doing? What am I even doing? So while I am going from 0 for a few attempts to end the stream, I am going to tell my second story of the stream. Yeah, that's right, you're getting 2 stories in the same video. Whoa! So, part of the senior activities this week is a trip to the Hilltop Fun Center. Which, stop jumping over that. And it's basically just a bunch of fun things, as the name implies. And one of those things is a mini golf. Not a mini golf. Well, that is part of it, but one of the things is like a go-kart track. And, you know, I've never go-karted before, but I'm tempted, so I just watch people go in front of me just to, you know, see what it's like. And I noticed, so there's a guy named Ben. I'm not super close to him, but he's a nice enough guy from our limited interactions. And I just watch him speed past everyone. Like by the end of the thing, he's just completely lapped everyone. Like he's a full lap ahead of everyone else. Dude, that was quite impressive. And then when I finally go, it goes well. I'm near the front of the pack for pretty much the entire time. And at some point in the like one of the final few laps, I feel like there's someone like on my tail, which is like one of the bigger no-nos in go-karting. So I turn around and I look, and there actually is someone like on my tail, and he's just like, "Hey, dude," and I'm like, "Sup?" And in that moment, I just careen into the wall, and somehow managed. And I don't know if you know what that feels like, but it's really weird. So yeah, but I still managed to do very well in that race. And then the second race didn't go as well because, for one, I started near the back of everyone anyway. The second thing was about like halfway through, my hat flew straight off my head, and I had to stop and have one of the operators actually like go get the hat. And then the last thing was because the second card I was using had a lot less sensitive controls than the first, especially when it came to steering. I once again just careened into the wall, and but this time it was bad enough that I had to get the same operator, I think, to help me out. And while he was doing that, I just looked at him like, sorry, but no, it was great. So yeah, that was my experience go-karting. It's definitely not for me, but towards the moment he gets his license, okay, bro, I'm not gonna be that bad. So yeah, it's definitely not for me, but I do understand why people like it so much. I'm gonna give it one more attempt past the dual spider, and then I'm done for the day. I am literally the GOAT! I am actually just the GOAT. Oh my, I am actually like genuinely lightheaded. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know either. Really stupid death, but honestly, even if I had made it past that click, I was too nervous to do the straight fly after. Like, I was just too nervous. Alright, what a last attempt of the stream, dude. 53. 4 attempts to the Q-Bar robe duel. So yeah, I wanted to get Plasma Pulse Finale down to, I wanted to get it down to 5 runs, and I got it down to 3. So ridiculous. Oh my god. Utter, just absolute insanity. Right now, I'm not gonna put this part in the video, but just for fun, I want to see how many attempts I have on this level so far. It's probably gonna be quite a bit if I had to make a guess. Do I have any copies? No, I do not. All right, so, yeah, dude, what? So, 2664 plus. Nope. 2664 plus, and then I have to get all of my attempts from the 273 plus 61, and then PPF plus my plus finale 379. So 4965, sub 5K for Plasma Pulse Finale in 3 runs. Unbelievable. They're genuinely just unbelievable. Well, I know what I'm putting in the... I know what I'm putting in the video then. But yeah, again, this is great progress, but it's also a lot of flukes. Like, I'm going to get extremely unlucky with the later parts of the level, and I just know that, okay? So, I'm not gonna be too mad. I'm gonna try not to be too mad if I get stuck here for a while, because I got really, really lucky at this point, and yeah. So, obviously, I'd like to fluke it. I'd like to get somewhat lucky, although that would be a little bit underwhelming, but yeah, it's really not gonna be that bad. When if you plan on streaming this soon? Maybe. Yeah, it's gonna be awkward if this takes more, if what I'm doing after this, which is easier, takes more attempts. Yeah. I think that's everything I wanted to do today, to be honest, so I'm gonna head out now, but Jesus Christ, that was a remarkable stream. Like, genuinely just a remarkable stream. Alright, ridiculous. So, I'll see you guys soon, probably, for another stream of this, but until then, I'm just gonna be working on editing the video, of the first progress report. So, yeah, that is all I'm going to do today, so I'm gonna head out. See ya! Dude, I am literally, again, as I mentioned at the end of the stream, I am the greatest gamer of all time.